Power 105.1, New York's new number one for hip-hop and R&B, home of the Star Buck Wild Morning Show. It's the Ed Lover Show on your Power 105.1. 50 Cent in the building.
Yeah.
Tony Yayo in the building. Yeah. Olivia in the building.
Yeah. Gee, Matt.
What up, Yayo?
I'm chilling, man. I'm maintaining.
Hey, first of all, we got to congratulate 50. He's holding the top 3 spots on the Rhythmic Top 40 right now.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
The first artist in the history
we knew that was going to happen.
of recorded music to do that.
Ain't nothing new.
Hey, now, you know what? Since Yayo is in the house and Olivia's in the house, Yayo, let me ask you a question,
What you wanna ask me?
What's your boy's problem with Sean, man?
Who?
50.
He
Yeah.
shouldn't have said his name on the record. He had a record getting that 50.
You know
on
what?
his album.
He made a record from, I think Godfather Better
Yeah,
Alive.
right.
And all he did was record a record talking about me as a new record. Everything else on it was some old material from before he got incarcerated. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, outside of Shine, doing that, Def Jam should feel disrespected by releasing something with such low quality.
Right.
Because it was garbage.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know what Sean is rhyming through.
Somebody should have said, "Yo, at least
Yeah.
let's try to figure out if we can do this on an interview. Let you say a cappella
Right.
into a DAT recorder, and then we come back and sync it up or something like
Sean
that.
is finished, though. You know that.
You know?
Yayo's in the
Yeah,
building.
he's not
He's
doing
finished.
nothing.
He's
That
not-
that don't even count, right?
He didn't even count. Nobody even heard that record.
When Yayo's in the building, you know it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Yayo's crazy as hell. That's why.
Yeah. I'm
No.
here with my boss. I'm here with Olivia. You
Right?
know,
Olivia's in the building.
Monster Josh Sticko got the wolves, the lawyers, everything down. Yeah.
Hey, now, let's talk about the G Unit for a minute, 50.
Yeah.
Now, I read where you said Game was about to be dropped from Aftermath Interscope before
Yeah.
you got involved. That's true?
Yes, it was absolutely the truth.
How did that transpire?
Creatively, the tires got stuck in the mud, and it was a matter of time before he work with him. And I said, yeah, this is the only reason why they would allow 50 Cent to be a partner with Dr. Dre on a project that he had signed 2 years ahead of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we actually got together. I recorded 6 records on Game's new album.
Right.
I did West Side Story, How We Do, Hated to Love It, Church for Thugs, Special, and Higher. You see what I'm saying? And he came back recently from overseas and was disrespectful, man. Like the way he's like, it's like he's feeling himself, like because of how well his record is selling.
Mm-hmm.
So I openly, I wouldn't expose what I did for the project, but I wrote those records. I created the concept of those records, and he rapped around it. He's a great rapper. He's not a good songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There's a difference.
It's a major difference. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
And he says a lot of people's names for shock value. He says things he doesn't mean. He says a lot of things and take it back.
Uh-huh.
He says, he had issues with Joe Buttons. Then he runs into him in a club and they're taking pictures. He had issues with Memphis Bleak. Then he ran into Memphis Bleak in Miami. It was no problem.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? See, he this is the truth. You know what I mean? The facts. This is the same facts that I talked about on Piggy Bank. See, I'm not a fake person. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying? And for me, he has a lot of inconsistencies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's incredible that he would come back and forget how much I've done for him.
Mm-hmm.
Personally. You know what I'm saying?
So where does he stand as far as G Unit is concerned right now?
Across the street or around the corner. He's not in my camp.
Not at all.
No way.
Okay.
Not after being that disrespectful. And at the same time, it's the same thing. Like, for me, I love Dr. Dre. The
Right.
same way I love Eminem. Period. You know what I mean? And Dre was a major part of that.
Uh-huh.
And at the same time, I did get the tail was wagging the dog for a second. Dre had got creatively tied up onto the Game project, and he stayed over there. So I had to kind of go off and make my record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why it's like 2 records from Dre on this album.
Yeah, it's only 2 records.
You know what I mean? And I sat in Los Angeles longer than I've ever sat out. I did 4 days the last time. This time I was out there for about 2 months and 3 weeks.
Waiting to work with Dre?
And I made the records while being proactive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I can't sit there because he's tied up on another project. And I love Dre again. But if he's confused with what direction he wants to go in after this, my next album, I have the same 20 cuts this album has on it.
Uh-huh.
But it'll be sold as a double CD. It'll fulfill my album requirements for Interscope Records.
Uh-huh.
That'll be the end of 50 Cent on Shady Aftermath. And I'll move forward in my career as a Shady G Unit artist.
Right. And with no hard feelings at all.
Yeah, no hard feelings at all.
Well, why did you and Game get into a shoving match?
We ain't never been in
Never.
no shoving match.
No,
See,
that's not
what
true?
You say to sound good.
Okay.
That's what you say to look good. Me and 50, I push 50.
Never.
You see what I'm saying? That never happened. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's things that they say that inconsistent. Like, I really don't understand what made them do that. Like, really, what's on your mind?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? When everyone knows. I've been on every record. You know why this record's selling more than anybody else in my camp right now? I did more for it.
Oh, really?
The interest of 11 million people.
Okay.
My last album. If they're hungry for 50 Cent right now, and I get on a Game record right before that album is supposed to come out, and I do West Side Story, and I do How We Do, and then I do Hate It or Love It, it gives him that energy. He's riding my wave, baby. Then his next album, I predict he do about maybe 500,000 copies.
Because you're definitely not dealing with him no more.
I'm not writing nothing for his album.
At all. Nothing. No way you can mend this.
Nah, that's it.
Nothing. Now, let's talk about the first lady of G Unit for a minute.
Yeah, Olivia.
Let's switch into something positive. Tell me how you came. What's up, Olivia? Yeah, what's up, Olivia?
What's good, babe?
How did y'all get together?
Oh, man, I was actually signed to Interscope after I was dropped from Jay.
Uh-huh.
And Fifth heard my music, and he called me up and said he wanted me to be the first lady. I jumped for.
And it was just that simple?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
What happened with you at J Records?
They really didn't know what to do with me since I was the very first artist signed. I was the first lady at Jay over there.
Yeah, you were. You were numero uno.
Yeah, but being that I came out, it was me, Alicia, and Jimmy. They really didn't know which way they wanted to put us, so they put me in one direction, her in another one, and him in one. So they just told us what to do, and we had to go for it because I had to listen to their direction. Now on G Unit and Interscope, I get to do what I want. Like Fifth just pushed me in direction with the right producers. And I just wrote all the music. I wrote everything except for 2 records on this album. So you'll hear the real Olivia how I should have been before. But I ain't bitter or anything. I'm happy for the experience, and I'm.
You from Queens too, right?
Yeah,
man.
And that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I was really excited about it. You know, I'm excited.
Nah, that had nothing to do with it.
About making this project because I view Olivia's project as an opportunity to diversify the perception of G Unit Records. You know, everything's been street orientated and aggressive to this point. She's an all-male R&B female solo artist, and I'm excited to show them that I can produce a record that isn't rap.
How you going to fix Olivia? How you guys plan to fix it?
Fix what?
The perception of her.
Of her?
Yeah, because Jay didn't do it right, so she had the perception of being whack.
But it's the same perception of 50 Cent at Columbia. You know, that's a parallel situation. I was at Columbia, and it didn't work out, and I had to go to Shady Aftermath.
Right.
Anybody, the general public, we got to just let them know that how the actual music business works. Like Alicia Keys, who's one of the biggest artists on J Records, if not the biggest artist,
at Columbia.
had
Right,
that same issue.
Her.
She was at Columbia. They dropped her. She went to J Records. You know, that happens in the music business. That doesn't mean that you aren't a great artist. You know, it just means that that it just didn't work for you at that particular deal, that particular point.
How you working, Olivia? How are they working your project? Because these guys don't do R&B.
Oh, man, they doing a good job, though. Everything is really good. Dre's on the album, too. I got Robert Smith, Brian Cox, Walter Millsap. I got this new crew called The Movement. I got a lot of dope stuff.
So they're allowing you to do what you have to do.
Yeah, they're allowing me to do me.
Oh, that's a good look.
I'm real excited.
I'm there to hear everything before they actually, you know.
Right.
Before we make it a done deal, but.
Well, you said Brian Cox. That means you got some real R&B cats doing this right
Yeah,
I'm not playing. I'm sitting there trying to write her R&B record.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to make it the right thing, and she's talented enough to create an album that is significant to music right now.
All right, when we come back, Yayo's in the building.
Yeah.
I got my little Yayo chapter right here, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Play
my
all
Yayo
that. Play
questions
all
because you know what? When I didn't see you, I just knew you was going to be here,
I'm
though.
gonna be real cock. I'm not cock. I'm halfway cock. Halfway.
Full
Trust
of it.
me when my album's out.
Hey, yo.
Yayo's crazy.
Yo, he is crazy, yeah, for real, man. Tony Yayo in the building, Olivia in the building, 50 Cent in the building. The phone lines are wide open. I promise y'all. We're going to take some calls.
Sober. Stop
March
rapping.
3rd. He ain't cocky.
Yeah. March 3rd.
Yayo Radio, y'all. It's Power
Yayo
105.1.
Uh-oh.